What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's having an awesome day. I just finished making the video of bringing this other scrapyard Gladiator home, and I had a little bit of extra time, and the main thing we're getting out of this Jeep is the Dana 44 rear axle. And I just spent, what is it, about 45 minutes, not bad, pulling this hub off. The fronts roll, the rear will not roll, and just to get the tires are always flat, but I have extra tires we can put on. But to get this axle out of the Jeep, it'd be a lot easier to jack it up and roll it out on wheels. Well, I'm just pulling the brakes. The brakes are what's stuck, so I'm just pulling the brakes out of it completely, and then putting the hub back on. So the hubs on these, it's a tapered axle, so it's two-piece axle. So we have this special tool. I'm glad I didn't send back after I used it one time. That you got to put on there to pull the hub off of the actual axle shaft. And it was just so insane on that side. I need to record and show you what I'm doing over here. I wasn't even going to make a video on this, but I'll add it to the video of swapping the axles, because this is it's gonna be awful. So I want you to watch. Lug nuts all broke loose, wheel came right off, which I was shocked about, but just enjoy what you're about to see, because this is going to be a fight. I didn't even mention, I just assume if you're watching this you know about these Jeep trucks, but the reason I have to pull the hub off to get the brakes apart is because the hub and drum is all one piece on a tapered axle shaft, a two-piece axle shaft, whatever you want to call it. There's a pin and an axle nut that holds them together, so it sucks, but the only way to actually get to the brake shoes under the drum is to pull the entire hub off and then put it back on, and it's pressed on. That's why we need the tool. So quick lesson right there. That's the reason I'm doing that. Look at that, and the tire's loose. Weird. There goes the mud flap. There's a light bulb. I hope you can see it. There's a light bulb for the tail light, I think, in the wheel. Wow, it takes a lot of years for something that weird to happen. Yep, no turning at all. That can go in the bed. As you guys know, as usual, I have very minimal tools because I don't know. I just don't have that many good tools. So we got screwdrivers, a rubber hammer that is not even mine, some channel locks, and we're gonna attempt another hard job. I tell you what, these thrift side beds would have been great, because you set your stuff up here. I wonder how many people just drove away with all their junk. Okay, well, there's no end play like the Dana 53, so we're off to a good start. Look at this junk. I need to get these U-bolts soaked in PB Blaster. I know I'll probably end up just cutting them because I doubt they're gonna come off, but I'd like to not cut them because I can slide the Dana 53 under this and actually be able to roll it and get it out of here, because I don't want it. Cotter pin, gotta go. Where did I put the other one? Well, you don't need a cotter pin. Oh. Wow, that was not torqued. All right, we got our fancy pulling tool that was like 50 bucks or more, and some come loose please juice. Tell you what guys, these are this one and the 53 on my red Jeep, just from using this tool on both those, these axles suck. I hate them. Like, why can't you just have a flanged axle with your drum slit over it? It would have been too easy, right? This whole thing, which way looks worse? That way. Slide it on there, twist that baby tight, and then start hammering on it. Oh, we have poppage. That was way quicker than the other side. No way. Ooh. Ooh. I think that's the brake pads. If not, the axle shaft just snapped. And I'm gonna go home and cry. Look at the rust coming out of this thing. Holy crap. You ever have a, I'm just gonna pause for a second. You ever have a bad day at work? You just come home and pull an axle shaft. I mean, I had a good day. And this is just making me feel good. Just beating it. And it's for a good cause. Keeping Kaisers on the road. I need somebody here to tell me I hit like a girl. Whew. These guys come next. And this. Let's just. It goes a lot faster when you figure out how to do it. You got it, boys. And girls, maybe. Probably not. My girlfriend, she's watching. That is the brake shoe. That is the, I don't even know the word for it, wear material, sure, of, yeah, that's the brake shoes. Makes it 10 times faster. Done. I'm gonna measure, make sure these are the 11-inch brakes. Because I redid the brakes on the Dana 53. If I can just unbolt this old backing plate, throw the new one out with all the new brakes on it, hook up a brake line, that'd be sick. We have the 11-inch brakes. All right, guys, so today we're going to be trying to swap the axles out of this Gladiator into, disregard what's right there, this Gladiator. And I figured the easiest way to do that would be just unbolt everything and roll this axle out, roll it into that one, and roll that axle out, roll it into this one. But long story short, for that I need 2 sets of wheels. So I made a Facebook Marketplace impulse buy and may have bought the coolest wheel setup you'll ever see in one of these, in my opinion. I practically stole them, but yeah, here they are. That's right. 15-inch by like 12 chromies, the old like 8 bullet hole, whatever they're called, with pit bull rockers that are like new. Yeah, I'm ecstatic. That's gonna look insane on this. I mean, just look at that. I didn't want to show you guys yet. I actually bought them a while ago, but I figure I need to show you because I'm just gonna put them on that axle, roll it out of the thrift side, and roll it under this one, and I'm just gonna leave them on because whatever. So yeah, I am so thrilled that I found these. I can't believe that. I mean, in my head, that's what I wanted to put on this, but then I saw them on Facebook. Guy had a Willys truck listed, and I'm like, that's the same bolt pattern, and I got them. So yeah, they were also a super good deal. I mean, they're not perfect. They're like rusting. They're old. It's definitely an old wheel setup. The tires aren't, but the wheels are. The rims, whatever. But that's gonna look so insane on here. But I got a super good deal on them. I've got buddies on the way right now. They're gonna help me try to knock this out today. At least I want to get the rear done though. So I'm gonna get this jacked up, and I'll probably just leave the camera rolling so you guys see what we're doing. Not gonna do much talking through it. We're rolling this axle, we're rolling into that one, and I'm gonna put this one back under this one so I can still move it, because I mean, that one rolls. It's just, you know, the bearing, it's got issues going on. All right, so I'm gonna quit wasting time. I'm gonna start a time lapse. I'll throw those wheels on this, which is gonna look, if they even fit, I mean, that's insane. And then when my buddies get here, we will get that axle out of there, and I'll just leave the camera rolling, show you guys what we're doing, and do my best to kind of show you at least. So you guys can comment below right now, you're an idiot, because I don't know how I ever thought I'd get this thing high enough to roll that monster tire out of these giant wheel flares. The front, it'll work. it's not gonna work back here. So I guess I'm just gonna drop it on the ground and drag it out and then put wheels on it and roll it over there. Yeah, but that's first idiot moment of the day. So down to one, it's been about 5 minutes. We'll see how this goes. No way this came off.
Grab the half-inch swivel that you got.
I don't. I thought I did. I don't. Can I get it from under here? Shizzle.
Where is that?
I have 2 fully charged Milwaukee batteries. Do you want a FSJ fender for your side wall? That's not your style. Sweet. It's all the other wheel I have. It's the 2-piece. I'll get the other wheel on.
I brought a paper. I got another. Nope.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, so I apologize. Me and my buddy got kind of on a roll getting the axle in, and I just quit hitting record, moving the phone around, and we got it done. I only had help for so long, so you probably understand that. So the axle is actually under the Jeep right now. You're gonna love, just look at this stance. Some of you might hate it, but yeah, we put the I just put the pit bulls back on because actually the reason I had to put these back on is because I think I told you the driver's side, since this is like a 63, 64 axle, they are left-hand threads over here. So yeah, this one, where are they at? The lug nuts for these, for the turbine wheels are like this, and they're obviously not left-hand threaded, so I can't put those back on. So we got some crazy stance happening, front and back. But yeah, the Dana 44 is under the Jeep. I'll show you. It obviously fit perfect because it came out of the same thing. So now, I put the, I didn't even show you this. I put the backing plates from the Dana 53 because I had already rebuilt. I did the brakes. I painted the backing plate, obviously. Did the brakes. I had a new wheel cylinder up there. So all that was already done. So I unbolted the backing plate, and luckily it was the exact same setup. Put it onto this Dana 44, and there's the other axle. So I put it onto the Dana 44. They bolted right on, and then I had bought hubs and drums for the 53, which obviously something was wrong. They were sticking way. It was a big deal, whatever. So I thought I wasted all this money. Well, I don't even have them. I threw them in the scrap pile already. The drum hub, one piece of the Dana 44 off the blue Jeep that we put under here now, that drum, like the brake shoes were rusted to the drum. It was, couldn't even turn or anything. So I figured out we pressed the studs out of the hub, and that allowed us to separate the hub from the drum. And then I had brand new drums, so we pressed the studs back into the hub, put it on the axle, drum slid right over, everything's perfect. It couldn't have gone better. So you can kind of tell we have brand new drum behind there. You can kind of see it there. The shocks I hooked right back up. And then today, actually, a brand new set of U-bolts and a 2-inch lift block came in the mail. So that, yeah, the threads are all messed up. We just need to get the jack stands out from under it. So this is what we put them on. But dude, that's sketchy. This is like a piece of limestone or something. It's like they lifted it on a trail. It's falling apart. The U-bolts are all cross-threaded because that was the tightest way to do it. I kind of cleaned up the cover. I just put 2 days ago I did the gasket and a little bit of RTV around that, so that should be sealed up for now. So we're gonna fill that up. And then yeah, this is a limited slip 44. I don't know if I ever said that, but that's really exciting. Hopefully it works. And then this is the brake line that I ran from the 53. Obviously it's exactly the same. I need to hook that up. And then the rubber line, and then that line connecting to, can you see it hanging there? That I need to rebend and flare out. I'm gonna have all the stuff for that. So I'm gonna try to get all this done. I'm probably just gonna put you guys on time lapse because there's obviously a lot of work to do. I'm gonna see what I can do tonight. If anything, I'll knock out the blocks tomorrow because that'll probably take me the longest. But I'm gonna fill this up and do the brakes first. And yeah, this is, the axle swap is done on here. Dude, look at the meat on these tires. I mean, they're insane. I got a really good deal on them. I can't wait to get all 4 of them on. All right, knocking this out. Okay guys, so I got the flex line run and line the axles done. So now I'm going to flare a line, thread it in there, and then run it up. This is, I know it's probably terribly hard to see. Run it over to where the factory one was and right into that union, and then we will be done back here. So it's obviously a mess, but we have the brake lines done. They're all hooked up, and then me and my girlfriend bled them. You see the one looping over there, hooking back up. But now I noticed a drip, and yeah, I think you can see it right there. Pinion seal is bad, it's leaking. So I'm gonna have to get one of those, but I'm gonna save that for another day, I think. Now we're gonna try to swap the blocks. My like limestone homemade lift kit, I don't even know what those are. And the U-bolts on that side are just threaded rod, bent. So I have new blocks and U-bolts. We're gonna swap those next so that the rear end is at least safe. And then the pinion seal, I'll do that another day. That's not a big deal. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do some more motor stuff, mess with that. So let's get going. All right, new U-bolts and lift blocks are in. They look a million times better, and they are like 1,000 times safer. I was actually scared when we took it for a little lap the other day in the grass. But yeah, that's done. I will deal with that pinion seal tomorrow or something. That's not a huge deal, but we'll get that taken care of. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. The Dana 44 axle swap is done, in the rear at least, not the front yet. I did want to tell you guys, there's a big, huge car show, truck show, mainly a truck show that we have here where I live, and it's in, I think, 16 days now, exactly 17 days. And everybody wants me to bring this and get this there. Obviously, it's not going to drive there, but I'm thinking we are going to try to trailer it there and then back it off the trailer down the street and drive it up. It's like a 3-day event, so it would be really cool to have this there, and I can just leave it there once I get there. So right now we have brakes. It runs good enough. You know, it runs. Gas tank, everything's there to move it, at least on and off of a trailer. I'm going to be, in the next video, which is going to be really soon, I'm going to put obviously I only have the back wheels on, but we're going to put the pit bulls and the chrome wheels on the front. I'm going to put some mirrors on it, some O'Reilly mirrors. Might even just throw some 5% tin on the windshield, something crazy, just to make it even more eye-catching. You know, maybe, what are the odds this thing brings home a trophy? That'd be pretty nuts. We're gonna cut those side steps off of it because they almost break every time I go to get in it. They're rotting off. So we're gonna cut those off quick. That's all I can really think of. Just, you know, whatever I have laying around. Might throw the CB antenna. I posted this on Facebook in a group of like the lifted trucks in the 80s and 60s, whatever. And everyone sent me the triple CB antenna mount with the ball on it and a really long whip antenna. And that's probably what was there, because the CB mount is right there on the dash, under the dash. So I think I'm gonna order that, throw a big long CB on the thing. I gotta pop that dent out of the door before I put the mirrors on. But yeah, that's the plan. What I was getting at with that is we're not gonna do the front Dana 44 swap yet, just because the brakes do work and they bleed on the front of this. They have gear oil all over them, but they're doing something, probably not. But the rears are really, really good, actually. Well, I guess I should drive it first before I tell you that. But it moves, it stops going back and forth. So obviously it can't go in 4-wheel drive because these are 2 different gear ratios, but with a good rear axle, I don't care if I mess up the front one. It's got fluid in it, so I mean, it's not gonna get any worse. But then after the show, so next month or so, we'll deal with swapping the front Dana 44 and doing the seals and bearings and everything in that axle, because it's gonna need it, and I can't get that done in time with work and everything. I'm not just out here all day. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, that's the plan, guys. Pretty much, you know now what I'm going for here. The rear axle, the Jeep's kind of safe. As I'm looking at it, I don't know how I'm saying that. It's safe enough, and we're gonna try to win a trophy with it. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you. Have a great day.